What is going on, collectors? Optical 20 back for another video preview. Man, we're getting hammered with a bunch of figures slash statues today. So first, if you want to pre-order these figures or statue, head over to bigbadtoystore.com. I'll put the link down below. So these two franchises are close to my heart. One is you're seeing Caesar 2.0. I love Planet of the Apes, man. I love that franchise. I wasn't able to get that when he was in a horse. I think that looks pretty cool, but this is a good opportunity for those who missed out on that to grab this as well. I believe that's still on I think that's still on Big Bad Toy Store, the one where he's riding a horse. But this one looks awesome as well. This is a different take on Caesar. Premium. It's just a premium edition. You got the base. I believe you can pre-order this without the base as well, but that base looks pretty sweet. I mean, if you have any other figures, you could use that as well. So I believe you could use just him. Just him standing like this, pointing. I don't know if you guys remember the scene where they're in the bridge and, some of the apes are, just back actually, fighting the cops and all that stuff, riding a horse and all that. That is a beautiful scene right there by the Golden Gate. So that you can kind of recreate that with a statue. Anyone who's not familiar, because Star Ace is, I think, like their mother company is X Plus, so they do make these statues that are vinyl, and they're light. They're on the lighter side, so they're not actually statues that are like made out of polystone, and it doesn't have the weight. However, I do own a few of them, and they're pretty nice. The biggest advantage of having this in a vinyl form is the price. The cost is significantly lower. Now that base, I'm guessing that will be made out of plastic as well. It comes with this beautiful diorama base. You see the highway and some rubble and all that stuff. The cost is so much better than an actual polystone of a figure. And normally my Kong was 12 inches, so not necessarily 1/6, but it has enough presence that you could put it, like as a standalone display. If you want to get in with a horse, the Star Ace horse is one of the best. So I highly recommend that horse. I mean, if you want the statue, I think they're both like $275. So it's not bad price wise. Like, that's what I'm saying. And this one stands at 11.18 inches. I don't know. I think that's just the statue himself. If you add the base, that looks like it's going to add another 3 inches or so. So it still has a massive presence on it with a low cost. So I do recommend, if you haven't checked out Star Ace X Plus with their vinyl, I would say, at least give them a shot, because the paint application, the everything, the price, you're gonna love it. Especially no one's tackling, I believe, Planet of the Apes lately. And speaking of another franchise that's close and dear to my heart, Lord of the Rings, Nazgul. Now, I did have the first Nazgul when they were in the horse. I think this is back in the day, maybe like 5-6 years ago. They were good, but with the exception of one thing. The body was not good at all. Like, they do have they're sorter die cast back then, and the body just can't hold it. It just keeps on giving, and it looks like, at least, I don't know for certain, it looks like they remedied it, because with this preview pictures, it shows that they are partnering, I guess, with a COO body, which is pretty decent. And they also said that some of these armors are made out of alloy, so that means they have a little bit of weight to them. That is the biggest problem I had with the first version, like I mentioned earlier, was the body was so bad. They even offered to replace the body for free, and you got to sign up back then. I don't know if you guys are familiar. There's a website, for 1/6 Sideshow Freaks back then. You got to sign up. They'll send you a body. I did participate in one of those to have mine replaced, but it never did happen. So they never sent me a body. None. The reps do reply to you, Asmus. I mean, they're pretty good in listening with their customers. I gotta give them that. They're one of the best, clienteles out there. I mean, handling their clients, they actually listen. They're not that big. They're not as big as Hot Toys, so I guess they have the luxury to do that. However, I would say I had some problems with them with the Aragorn and Boromir. They responded, but the body I never got, So, but overall, I would they're still miles better as far as communication wise compared to Hot Toys. I would give them that. Now this comes at $200. So not bad, not bad. I put them in the category like a stormtrooper. It doesn't have a head sculpt. So can you army build this? I mean, how many Nazgul was there? 7, I believe. If you want to, I mean, I won't, but I can see some people buying more than one, maybe at least 4, maybe some as many as 4. I hope they make tons of these, and I hope they did remedy the body, because if they did, I wouldn't be opposed into picking this up. I wish this was a little less expensive though. Underneath this hood, there's like a head sculpt, but it's just black with like it's kind of weird. It's shaped like a duck or something like that. So, but moving backwards, so the hood would stay on. But this looks menacing. I always like the look of a Nazgul. They're just badass, and you can see the weathering on that alloy material on that Nazgul. It just looks really pretty. I hope this comes out soon. This and the guy with a pointy hat. I forgot the name of that. The one who's riding this big not dinosaurs, the flying dragons, whatever you want to call them. Put it in the comments. I just forgot what you called them, but I hope that this is movable first and foremost, and it could at least hold the pose. That's my concern here. If it does, I was just watching Lord of the Rings recently, and one of the best fantasy, if not the best fantasy movie of all time. I'll put mine as the best, right? I just love that trilogy. Fell in love with it again. This is the body that it's COO model. There's some alloy material. It clearly shows where they belong. I just hope they doesn't hinder the articulation. It's not too heavy. That's my only concern. But other than that, I'm okay with the price. Wish it was 180 though, but I'm okay. And I couldn't wait to add this into my Lord of the Rings collection. And God, man, Asmus, get some real photographers for crying out loud. I mean, look at this. What is this? Like 2015? Come on. But thank you for watching, guys. Let me know in the comments how you feel about these figures. I know they're not Hot Toys, but you know how I am. I venture out with the franchises that Hot Toys wouldn't make. And again, these are movies that is near and dear to my heart. So thank you for watching, guys. Hopefully you like this video. Give it a thumbs up. Subscribe to my channel if you haven't done so. Follow me on Instagram, Facebook, and Twitch. And I will see you guys in the next video.